that is going to continue to bring players off the bench that can contribute. One of the deepest West Virginia teams that we have seen in the past few.
Just underway here in Lawrence. West Virginia, meanwhile, coming off a win at Kansas State. And because of the distance of travel, they've spent the week in the state of Kansas.
And great weather. We were talking to them about just the great weather that they had here in January in the state of Kansas.
Martin with the early miss. Jayhawks will have it back the other direction. So yeah, West Virginia came and played on Sunday at K-State in Manhattan, and then they've been in Lawrence the last few days and will head back home tonight. De Carvalho for three, top of the circle, off the mark. Rebound to West Virginia. That a 74-63 win, at K-State did West Virginia, ranked number 19 this week.
De Carvalho hesitated on that three attempt. Just for a second, I think disrupted the flow of that shot. Another shot here from Tiny Martin, and slow go for her. 2 shots in, 2 misses.
And both well off the mark. This time did draw iron.
That was one of the aspects against Kansas State when they made a little bit of a late push. As Coach Carey said, that he thought that they were just settling for some long-range jumpers and not really utilizing their inside game and inside presence.
Loose ball into the hands of West Virginia. They have numbers back the other way. 5 on 3. Smith will launch for 3. This one's off the back iron and tapped out to Kansas. Bounce back, I think primarily, Jill, for the 2 sophomores, Brooklyn Mitchell and Anaya Thomas, 2 leading scorers for the Jayhawks on the season. They really did not get going offensively in Stillwater.
Yeah, slow go for the sophomores, and they're going to need all the scoring they can get from, again, we mentioned 6 players in double digits. And that goes back to the physicality of West Virginia, disrupting the shot of Brooklyn Mitchell underneath the basket. They've got great size. They feature great size, interior passing there between the 2, and Coach Carey told me, he said, if we can get, a good solid combination of, 10 points, 10 rebounds from our interior play, we'll be pleased with them.
Addison Smith on the drive, cut off by Bailey Helgren. Here comes Anaya Thomas the other way. Now Franklin will reset. Franklin coming off a 17-point performance at Oklahoma State. Brooklyn Mitchell now on the wing. Leading scorer now in the season for the Jayhawks, just over 12 a game, but 6 in double figures, all in the same zone. De Carvalho for 3, top of the circle. This one's off the front iron. Rebounded to Ejiofor. So not a lot happening for either squad here early, trying to settle in the opening minutes. Handoff to Martin. Stops and pops from 15, does not hit, but is fouled. Coming off the down for Martin. As West Virginia is on the board first. Kaiser Gondresick is the leading scorer this year for West Virginia. Haven't seen her get a shot opportunity, but we'll talk much more about her as this game progresses. She's been a huge addition to this lineup this season with scores, but it's been the presence of Gondresick this year, who's averaging better than 17 a game. That's been huge for this Mountaineer squad. De Carvalho again for 3s, missed her first 3. That one left short as well. Jayhawks have started off 0 for 5 from the field. Martin with the stop and pop. She's knocks down the 3 now with 5 to start this one.
Quick release from Tiny Martin as they got that bucket up early in transition. Defense wasn't back and completely set, and again, slow going for the Jayhawks. Inability to work downhill. That finally some separation. Good job for Anaya Thomas working left to right.
Hit the brakes well in the lane there and lost the defender. Gets the first Jayhawk hoop, and that's big for Thomas as well. She didn't score until very late. In fact, into the 4th quarter when she picked up her first bucket.
She's one of those energy type of players that it seems like the team feeds off of, her energy and her aggressiveness, her athleticism.
There's Gondresick on the pull-up jumper, missed it. Rebound, De Carvalho looking to push. Did not have the look up ahead. Now the freshman Kersgeter out front. On the dribble, goes to the rim and missed it. Ejiofor with the rebound.
And had a good look, and Kersgeter was one of those players today in shoot around. They were actually utilizing that 4 position just because of their lack of depth.
Kari Nyblack gets free. A nice job getting separation down low for Nyblack, the Big 12 6th man of the year a season ago. Franklin on the drive, tough shot there, defended well. Rebound though, stepping out of bounds was Matt. out, so Brandon Schneider trying to find that early combination for Kansas. Here goes Franklin to work. Little floater in the lane. That one rattles in and out. Rebound to West Virginia.
Discouraging a bit for the Jayhawks is getting some good looks, just unable to put it in, and just down by 4 so far. It was a pretty slow start for both teams right now.
Black misses the baseline jumper. Kerskeeter the rebound.
But a big task at hand is trying to upend a ranked opponent. Gonna have to have some shots fall.
Kerskeeter to work through traffic, gets the foul, get 2 free throws for Kansas. And
I think you'll start to see those averages start to climb throughout this season, from the line especially.
Gets a pair, and Kansas back within 2. The good news is they've been in the shooting drought. If you're from the Jayhawk perspective, they've also kept West Virginia in check for the most part. Driving to the bucket, but traveling was lucky. West Virginia can play a lot deeper than they did a season ago. Not just Gondresick, who obviously helps from a scoring standpoint, but Mike Carey's squad can play with a lot more depth than a season ago. Tynese Martin didn't have a lot of help. Black around her last year to score, so certainly from a scoring perspective that has helped. De Carvalho to the rim, and we're tied at 6.
Martinez is a big addition as well, the true freshman, number 12 for West Virginia, the one that was actually defending De Carvalho on that drive, and KK as well.
KK Deans, a freshman out of Greensboro, North Carolina, at 17 in their upset win at Mississippi State, a 5-star recruit for West Virginia. Comes off the bench. It's her first shot. Good 3-point shooter as well as Deans. De Carvalho from the corner this time, splashes it home. After a couple of early misses, De Carvalho now has 5.
A drive into the lane, I think, got some confidence and also a little bit more fluid on that attempt.
Good backdoor cut. McElroy, though, runs into Bailey Helgren, and Kansas back the other way. Mitchell through the lane. Scoop shot is left short. Here comes West Virginia now the other direction. Step back for Deans. This one's off the mark. Rebound to Anaya Thomas.
Pretty frantic pace right now for both squads.
West Virginia with all substitutes on the floor. Kerskeeter hits the shot. And Kansas with the lead after the slow start, now up 11-9.
Now West Virginia slowing it down a bit, because that plays into the strengths of Kansas, going up and down the floor, getting into a track meet.
On the wing now, McElroy. This one's well off the mark. Loose ball. Rudd will track it down for West Virginia. Ball did not hit the rim, so the shot clock is at 4. McElroy off the backboard. They reset it that time. It shouldn't have been, but Kansas gets the rebound. Mitchell now operating for Kansas. Gets a paint touch, gets a screen from Helgren, and uses it for the lay-in.
Patience on that possession from Brooklyn Mitchell all around. Didn't have the number. She brought it back up, kept her dribble alive, worked it around the top of the key, and then a smooth little screen from Helgren, and patience proved to be the key.
Deans step back, and a pure looking shot from 2 from 18 feet for KK Deans.
West Virginia just has player after player that can knock down that shot. Tough to defend when you can say here, one-on-one ball, and they can still score.
Kansas holding for the final shot here of the opening quarter. Back screen now for Kerskeeter. Corner 3 is good. Holly Kerskeeter drains the 3, and after the slow start, the Jayhawks respond to...
It's one, and the Jayhawks up by 5 to end the first.
Coach Brandon was telling me a story a couple weeks ago about Kerskeeter, and we have a push-off foul. Whistle asked him if Kerskeeter was shooting enough yet, because we've joked that, I mean, she's got the green light if she wants it. She's in that perfect spot. And he said, no, not always. He said, I had to tell her a story. There was a time that I was playing, and I was 0 for 18 from 3. He probably embellished it, but he told her he was 0 for 18 from 3, right. And she looked at him and said, how are you 0 of 18? He said, because my coach left me in. Yeah. And my coach didn't leave me in. He didn't want me shooting.
Right.
So
some
keep shooting the basketball.
Yes.
I said one day she might realize she's got the green light.
I'm not sure she could be over 18. I mean, it is such a pure shot.
I'm not sure Coach Brandon was ever 0 for 18 either, but it works for coaching purposes, right? Here's Franklin to the rim and missed it. Back the other way comes West Virginia. Back to their starting crew. Martin on the drive and gets the foul on Holly Kersey.
Because you can't put her to the line where she's going to miss, because she's now 4 of 4.
Best free throw shooter in the Big 12, again at 89%. It's pretty handy late in games.
Yes.
Tiny Martin, preseason all Big 12 selection. Kersey being defended now by Gondresick. Kicks in the corner to Franklin and off of Franklin's hand.
That was a tremendous job defending that play. Give that credit to Tiny Martin. 4-0 run to start the second quarter for the Mountaineers. They're going to get a travel.
Edge of 4 on the base. West Virginia had an early 6-2 lead. Jayhawks were cold from the field. West Virginia didn't pull away at that point in time, and then Kansas able to claw back and then eventually take a 5-point lead at the end of one. 4 quick points for West Virginia to start this second quarter. Mitchell through the lane. Good change of speeds and gets by Ejiofor for the lay-in.
It reminds you of a running back that just kind of waits and sits back, like behind the blockers almost, and then makes the move.
Finds that hole. Mitchell's so good at that as well. Nice backdoor cut. Ejiofor to Martin for the lay-in. And with that bucket as well, Tiny Martin moving into 5th place on the all-time scoring list at West Virginia. Started the season at number 11 and now moves up to number 5 on the scoring list. Long rebound. Helgren down on the deck to grab it. Mitchell for 3. Smith the rebound for West Virginia, looking to run. Gondresick quickly up the floor. They found her for the lay-in. Nice release that time from West Virginia's leading scorer, and Smith on the outlet. And West Virginia back in front by 1. Patient this trip for the Jayhawks with shot clock down to 10 already.
And Smith all over Zakiya Franklin, trying to work through those screens.
Kick to Thomas for 3. No good. Rebound. West Virginia's Kari Nyblack. You can tell there's a definite emphasis on getting after the Jayhawk point guard tonight from West Virginia's squad.
When I talked to Coach Carey, it was a lot of the conversation.
Blocking foul whistle on Dan. Gondresick buries a pair.
A smooth release from Kaiser, coming off a great performance against Kansas State. As pretty dynamic combination of guard play.
Mitchell changing speeds again. It's to the rim for Kansas, and she'll inbound. Jayhawks had an 11-0 non-conference campaign. Dropped the opening game in league play at Oklahoma State, 67-49 over the weekend. And this back to the home floor where they're perfect on the season. Knock away that time by Madison Smith. Ripped it away from Franklin. She's scooting back up court. Gondresick filling the lane, but then blocked out of bounds. Nice job.
Executed inbounds play that allows for Gondresick to get some separation from the Jayhawks. Now 12-6, outscoring the Jayhawks. A bit more fluid offensively.
Gondresick with 8 all here in the second quarter. Nice pop on the baseline once again for Tiny Martin, who's in double figures with 10. The top 2 scorers in good flow now after the slow start. Thomas on the handoff from Helgren. Cut off. And a whistle and a foul. Is going to be a foul on base. So primarily at the post spot tonight, it's going to be the combination of Helgren and Emma Merriweather, who's playing in just her 3rd game. She's back in wearing number 10 in the middle. Nyblack stays in after drawing that elbow.
relying upon De Carvalho to play a lot of minutes in that 4 position as well for the Jayhawks.
Battle for the rebound. Martinez comes away with it. Martin the shot for West Virginia. Merriweather the rebound for Kansas. Jayhawks led by as many as 5 at the end of the first quarter. Good, quick defense by Madison Smith. And fouled as Franklin. Good. Brooklyn Mitchell back into the Kansas lineup. Mitchell leading the Jayhawks in scoring so far tonight with 8. Doing a nice job of getting to the rim here in this one. Kerskeeter. The give and go to De Carvalho with the lay-in. Johnny De Carvalho after the slow start. Now with 7.
And get that extra rotation over to Staub, but a really good executed play from Kansas. A lot of that pick and roll to the basket, flashing to the basket from De Carvalho.
Merriweather trying to post up, instead takes out 2 West Virginia defenders on the screen, but Mitchell can't convert. She had the runway opened up by Merriweather, but couldn't finish. Kerskeeter now draws the defensive assignment on Gondresick. Missed shot, rebound to Kerskeeter. Anaya Thomas now off the screen. Drive to the bucket, cut off. And they'll reset back out front. De Carvalho looking to go one-on-one with Martinez. Pass over the top is thrown away. Gondresick throwing up court and had Smith, but feet tangled with. Back to a 4-point lead for the Mountaineers. 19th in the AP, 21st in the coaches poll. See both teams at 11-1. West Virginia won their league opener at K-State. Kansas dropped their conference opener at Oklahoma State. Mitchell to Merriweather, and the finish and 1 for Emma.
Converge down and allows for Merriweather to pick up that loose ball and up and in, unable to knock down that free throw. A good weak side rebound.
And a travel out front. Martinez. Thomas with the crossover, bounces in the lane and knocked away by West Virginia. Reminding Anaya Thomas to do so. Nice steal, the inbounds by KK Deans. Madison Smith on the run, through the lane. Left hand, too strong. Putback is good, though, by Nyblack.
No, it was just a hustle play. A good example of Nyblack just doing the little things to help her team. I was not giving up on that play, assuming that that was going to go up and in on that first attempt, following the shot for an easy putback.
Inside now to Merriweather. The post up and blocked on the inside by Nyblack. Loose ball. West Virginia will have it, and a whistle and a foul. Well, knocks down the second here. Ramalho into the Jayhawk lineup, the 5'5" senior out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Under a minute to go here in the opening half, as West Virginia now out to a 5-point lead. Their biggest. Driving in and out for Franklin. Quickly up court goes West Virginia. Gondresick, high arcing 3. Too strong. Franklin back the other way. Ramalho was on the run out and wanted the deep post pattern, but Franklin will settle it for almost 1. Shot clock difference, just about 4 seconds. Brandon Schneider calling out the play from the Jayhawk bench. Shot clock at 4. Franklin tied up, kicks it off. Thomas for 3, and hits it. Anaya Thomas knocking down the wing 3. And Kansas. So West Virginia will inbound first. Each team back to their starting 5. Check that, KK Deans into the starting lineup for West Virginia to begin the second half. she'll replace Ejiofor.
A little bit smaller lineup for West Virginia.
Lineup against Kansas. Helgren back in with her 2 fouls in the middle, starting for Kansas. Anaya Thomas downhill, blocked by Nyblack, who held their position well and blocked all-conference pick in the preseason. Good defender and their 3rd leading scorer. Just over 10 a game.
As Coach Carey said, she'll run through that brick wall if I ask her to. Look at her.
Another block here from Nyblack.
Help defense once again from Nyblack.
Now may have turned an ankle. She's got 3 blocks in this one and now 27 on the season to lead West Virginia.
As Coach Carey mentioned, she'll run through that wall. She is just that physical type of player, and again disrupting that shot. But good pickup from Helgren.
Haley Helgren on the stick back, and we're tied. Coach Carey didn't say if that wall might win on occasion.
She'll still go through it.
Yeah, that's right.
She'll still challenge it.
And she's still on the offensive end as well. The elbow jumper is missed. Helgren the rebound for Kansas. There goes Mitchell. Martin tried to grab on the way by, but Mitchell with the drive. Mitchell's 2nd free throw. In and out. Rebound to West Virginia. On the bounce. Dribble stop. Now gets it to Nyblack. Looking to make a move on Helgren. Tough shot. Missed it. Take Carvalho the rebound.
Great work and execution from the Jayhawks, denying the ball, not allowing for any easy pass to occur.
Franklin is fouled on the dribble. 2nd foul on Smith.
Really impressed by Smith and her defensive effort.
Well, Franklin, who had 17 in the opening Big 12 game against Oklahoma State, held in check, and it's clear that the defensive assignment was going to be to shut down the Jayhawk point guard. Nyblack again got a piece of that one, along with KK Deans on the drive from.
Keeping that help defense all around there is good job by Nyblack.
She's got 3 blocks here in the 2nd half and 4 for the game. In transition now, McElroy the drive, and it's going to be a foul on the Carvalho. Anaya Thomas now back for Kansas in a tie ball game here in the 2nd half. Jayhawks trying to knock off 19th ranked West Virginia. Thomas the catch, in and out on the 3. Nyblack had a touch on the rebound, and Bailey Helgren's going to be whistled for her 3rd. So Helgren will check out. 3 fouls, 7:23 to go here in the 3rd. And Emma Merriweather checks back in. Driving to the hole is Deans. Outside now, Gondresick for 3. Too strong. West Virginia got a tap on it, and then Deans picks up the loose ball. Martin now trailing for 3. That one's no good. Another long rebound, and it's going to be off Anaya Thomas. Thomas said, "I didn't touch it."
Play. Possession still stays with West Virginia. It's a few offensive rebound on this one possession to get yet another look.
Dean behind the back got free, but Thomas stayed there defensively by Martinez, so Kansas will inbound near their bench.
A pivotal time now for the Jayhawks. It was De Carvalho to get him out of a funk early on in the 1st quarter.
Inside out, De Carvalho for 3. Right on cue, rattles home the 3. Helgren, nice job on the interior. Able to kick it out for 3. Martin going to work right at Brooklyn Mitchell. Saw the jumper a moment ago, and then how about the quicks getting to the rim there?
Turning up a notch. Tiny's Martin going to work once again, showing that versatility.
De Carvalho looking to post up now to Franklin. Thomas, free look, top of the circle, in for 3. So Anaya Thomas knocks down the 3, and it's a 3-point ball game. Martin asking for the basketball now. Think she's feeling it. Does give it up to Gondresick this time. On the bounce through the lane. Tried the bounce pass, stolen away. Loose ball now. Kansas will have it. Franklin cross midcourt. Nice active hands that time from Carvalho. Franklin now going one-on-one. Her spin move, no good, but a foul. And 2 free throws for in the loss at Oklahoma State. Gets her first points here tonight.
Now on the board, see if that can get some things going for Zakiya Franklin. I give credit to West Virginia. It was an area of emphasis for them defensively, and they have done a wonderful job of disrupting anything Zakiya's want to do. But how about that pass? Up ahead.
Thomas couldn't finish after the errant pass for West Virginia led to a
get to the line and get some free buckets. 16 of 19 now as a team for West Virginia.
Gotten to the line 10 more times in Kansas here in this one.
Well, just 1 of 12 from behind the arc, so the 3-ball isn't falling. So what do? They get to the line and get some.
Way too strong for Franklin, and then off.
It's going to be an interesting minute 50 as we close out the third quarter. Who's going to make maybe that extra push? We've seen the last 2 quarters where Kansas has came up with a big bucket or big shot.
Ooh, Tiny Smartin is feeling it. Carvalho did her best to get out there with the arm up, and Martin just rising and burying the jumper.
Well, if there's players that are there, they just have that ability to. So they're going to get their shots.
Kerskeeter on the drive. Nyblack again there for the block and out of bounds. Kansas will get it back.
And help defense once again, but also not getting the body. 5 blocks. I believe that might have been her 6th.
Rattles home 2 free throws here. Gets Kansas back within a 5-point margin. Mitchell now with 11. Carvalho with 10, the double-figure scores for Kansas. Martin, who has picked up her game now with 19. Gondrasek with 13. Here's Gondrasek on the handle. Her 16-footer, no good. Kerskeeter flies in for the rebound. Now looking to push for Kansas. Helgren calling for the basketball. And it's going to be out of bounds. Nyblack able to hustle back again and force the. Well, Jayhawks looking up the floor that time, but couldn't convert. Now under a minute to go here in the third. Smith on the dribble. Past 3 Jayhawks. Missed it. Rebound to Brooklyn Mitchell. Kerskeeter in the corner now. Carvalho for 3. Too strong. Gondrasek looked up court for a moment, saw the clock, and noticed that West Virginia could play for the final shot, and they'll slow it up and do just so with a 5-point lead. Jayhawks will settle into a 2-3 zone this trip. Here's Martin. Back to Smith. Gondrasek down the wing with 2. Smith's going to have to hurry through the lane. Floaters, good. Good touch by Madison Smith.
I was trying to give her 6, but she has 5.
Officially
it seems
5,
like
yep.
She's going to get another one at the rate that she's going. Just the help defense. As Kansas had 16 points in the paint in the first half, but she's really closing down on that. And the second big reason is her help defense.
Brooklyn Mitchell, the missed shot for Kansas, leads the Jayhawks with 11. As we enter the fourth, West Virginia again top 25, ranked number 19 this week. Jayhawks trying for their first top 25 win of the season. Here's Martin again. In and out. Nyblack up high for the rebound, but couldn't get the putback bucket. She's skied for that one. Mitchell right at Nyblack, who gets block number 6. And out of bounds back to Kansas.
She's so calm as well. 6 blocks now for Kari Nyblack.
Was averaging 2 a game heading into today, and now 6. And now approaching double figures in rebounding as well.
Well, she's just a player you can't take off the floor. We've seen her, I think, throughout the third quarter. I'm not sure she checked out at all.
Nyblack with 9 boards now officially. Martin with 19 points in this one. Shot clock down to 8. KK Deans in the middle of the lane. Brandon Schneider wanted to walk, didn't get it. Gondrasek on the drive, the shot clock at 2. Missed it. Outlet pass now to Mitchell. Tracks it down in front of the Jayhawk bench. Carvalho now to Kerskeeter. She'll launch for 3. No good. Nyblack there for the rebound, now in double figures with 10 boards. Back the other way comes West Virginia. No one picks up Madison Smith to the rack. And 2, and Brandon Schneider wants timeout for Kansas.
That upended Texas, and Texas had beat Stanford, who was ranked very high. So there's just not an easy game in the Big 12 as every team improved this season. And you look at always the top of the list with Baylor. Who can knock off Baylor?
I had Thomas on the. Brandon Schneider's talked about how this team really pays attention. They really trust one another.
And they listen.
And they listen really well. I think what we saw in the non-conference, Jill, was a team that made some in-game adjustments really well and took to the coaching of Brandon Schneider. And you can bet that last time out involved quick little adjustment. Gondresick with the jumper off the window. And you know that Tynice Martin started to get the hot hand in that third quarter, so how will they defend her here in the fourth? She and Gondresick now combined for 19 and 15 each. Mitchell to work in the lane, dishes off to Helgren. The pass too strong and out of bounds.
The help defense came over and then allowed for Helgren to be. Good idea. We have 3 Jayhawks in double-digit scoring. Mitchell leading the way, looking to find her teammate on that possession.
Gondresick had an opening for a second, elected not to take the 3, now gets it to Martin. And her shot pure once again for the baseline. Tynice Martin now at 21. She went for 35 against Oklahoma back in 2017 for a career high. She can fill it up. Has had an impressive second half, especially 10 at the break and now 11 here in the second half. Mitchell drives Skeeter back in. Skeeter for 3. That one's short. The Carvalho, the putback, in and out. Skeeter, the follow again, does not go. And Deans comes away with it for West Virginia. A couple opportunities there, 3 in fact for Kansas. Need every one of them now down double figures. Kind of danger time here in the fourth quarter.
Indeed, 6:30 to go as Tynice Martin with the ball in her hands. Just pure.
And another timeout for Kansas by Brandon.
To the back end of last season, but maybe working out quite well. There's more depth to this West Virginia and the Mountaineers team this season. And a team that's going to be a tough team to stop in conference play.
Skeeter the drive, defended nicely by Cake School rankings list. And has a shot if she keeps it going to be the all-time leading scorer in school history. Down low to Helgren, turns, faces, can't hit. Rebound to West Virginia. So the biggest lead of the ball game now for West Virginia. Here's Martin again, quick elevation, this time airball, a little too quick.
Actually, I think that got deflected.
Skeeter may have got a piece of it. Off the rim, Martin gets the rebound. Gondresick stops and pops. And a good-looking jump shot from 12 feet again. Kaiser Gondresick, leading scorer of the season for West Virginia. And now right about at her average at 17 a game.
Well, between Martin and Gondresick right now, I mean, both of them getting involved, sharing the basketball in that possession. Quite the run now for West Virginia. 8-0 run in the last 2:30.
Just 2 points here midway through the quarter for Kansas as well, while it's 10 points and counting for West Virginia as they've extended the lead now to 15. Gondresick off the screen, stops and pops again from the wing. Now with 19. Thomas quickly the other way, through the lane. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Deans of West Virginia. Nothing dropping for Kansas, and then the big 2 for West Virginia going to work.
Also not allowing for any second chance points there for the Jayhawks. Just allowed 6 second chance points and winning the defensive.
Martin the miss, but the stick back is up and good for Rochelle Norris. And another timeout for Brandon Schneider. By 5 at the end of the first. Down 2 at halftime. West Virginia up 2 at halftime, then extended the lead to 7 at the end of 3, but then a huge run, as I mentioned, 14-2 to start the fourth, and they lead it by 19. Thomas couldn't get it to drop. Merriweather's put back, no good, but a foul. 2 free throw. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, foul is going to be on Carvalho. West Virginia's depth is going to make them tough to beat in league play. Kansas being led by 11 points for Brooklyn Mitchell, just 2 here in the second half. Thomas and Carvalho each with 10. Driving the lane, Smith with the miss. Nyblack got a hand on it. Ball trickles out though to Kansas. Mitchell had 9 of her 11 in the first half. Turns it over here, but Anaya Thomas swipes it back. In the corner, Carvalho for 3, too strong. Rebound, Gondrasek looking to run. It is 1-on-3, and she'll slow it up. Looked like Gondrasek for a second.
She's so good though, offensively.
Yeah.
She's going to attempt this right here.
She even had a little smile on her face. She's like, I thought about it, but I know
big smile.
Coach probably thought I shouldn't do this, and wisely slowed it up.
It's almost like a challenge.
Take the jumper.
Might as well wait a little bit.
Really good from the elbow jumpers here tonight for Gondrasek. Baseline jumpers, elbow jumpers. She's a good shooter as well for West Virginia. 2 really good offensive players. How about that ankle breaker for Carvalho? KK Deans is indeed limping on the ankle as Carvalho gets now a dozen to lead Kansas.
It was Carvalho in the first quarter when Kansas seemed to couldn't get anything going offensively, so see if that can open some things up now with 2:30 to go. So limited time for the Jayhawks, but also trying to close out and see if they can work through some positive possessions. It's been all West Virginia in this fourth quarter.
Smith with the 3, missed it. Loose ball tracked down.
Beans.
Carvalho with the foul, her 4th. Gondrasek using the screen.
Nyblack said, I'll try this again.
And now the pick and roll. Head and shoulder fake off the window, no good. Carvalho the rebound, and then is fouled as KK Deans.
Pure line changes we've seen earlier from Coach Carey, but I mean, it is impressive the amount of depth that this team has. It can lead to great success for the Mountaineers this season.
Drive and kick. Thomas the 3, long. Hustles down the rebound though for Kansas. Paint touch this time, drives in, may have been partially blocked by Smith. And Thomas is still down underneath the Kansas bucket. Slow to get up. West Virginia has numbers, but trying to take the air out of the basketball here. Jamalio though picks the pocket of Gondrasek, but then tied up.